Hi there, Scary Gary. Hey, I got to apologize right off the top. It's been a few weeks since I've been back and posted a video, and we came back from Alaska, and I had all this information. I figured I'd gonna be able to stay on a 2-week schedule. Unfortunately, the holidays hit, and then unfortunately, I've got out with kidney stones, and I'm actually still on the recovery stage of it. So if my voice gets a little weak, don't think I'm dying. I'm just not feeling the best in the world. But today what we're going to talk about is the Seventh Ranch RV Park. It is in Garyowen, Montana. Now, our last video, we were at the KOA in the northern edge of Colorado. And I typically plan my trips to be a little under 400 miles a day. I don't like to go much over that. Unfortunately, there wasn't very many campgrounds in this specific area, and I ended up going about 415 miles north on Interstate 90, and we just got into Montana. This was just an overnight stay, and then tomorrow we're heading up and we're going to be at the north edge of Montana on our next day's trip. And I didn't realize when I was scheduling this how much there was in this area. This is the campground that is the closest to the Little Bighorn National Park. So it's just virtually right up the road. There's all kinds of things to do in this area. It's a very nice campground, all pull-through sites. There were 3 that were what they called the super sites, which are for really, really big units. There was 45 that were full hookups, 50 amp, and there was 22 that were just water and electric. They said right on their website that why pay the extra money? Most people don't dump their tanks every time, so save yourself a little money. Now, we paid $45 for a standard full hookup pull-through site. Now, the prices this year have gone up. They do give discounts for Good Sam's, AAA, military, and that's like a 10%, 15% for military. And so with a 10% discount this year, it's going to be $56.38. Now the water and electric's about $51 according to the website right now. So you're going to save about $5. You know, if you just don't want to, if you're not going to dump your tanks and just want water and electric. They did have Wi-Fi there. There was a very large horse facility right beside it. I don't know if you could store your horses or not. I'm putting links in the show notes that'll give you the website and their telephone numbers so you can contact them direct. There was a bathhouse. There was laundry. There was playground area. It was a fairly nice little campground. And the one thing when I'm looking for traveling down the road, I specifically want to kind of get off the freeway and get on the freeway. And I don't like to be too close to the freeway because you don't want to hear the bump, 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 bump all night long. So this is about a third of the mile off the freeway. Unfortunately, even though it was just a mile off the freeway, you had to take the 463 exit off of 90. And that was about 13 miles south of the campground. And you had to jog over to the east side and drive up on a 451, another road, and then you cross back under 90, and then you went to the campground on the other side. Now, when you left the campground, you basically came back underneath it, and you only had to go about 3 miles north, and then you actually were in Garyowen, which Garyowen is a pretty small little town, and then you were back on 90. And at this point, you're about 65 miles south of Billings. Now, that's the one thing. There is not very many stores in there. There is a camp store there that had the bare essentials and things like this, but you're going to need to drive quite a while if you want to get to a main grocery store. One thing that was kind of nice, when we showed up, they gave us free ice cream. They gave us that. Maybe that was just a special last year. And they specifically stated, hey, walk up the hill till there was like a cross at the very top of the hill. It says, and we have the beautifulest sunsets there is. And it was a pretty good looking sunset. Will I stop there again? I think, number one, if I'm going to go back to Little Bighorn area and visit that and stay a few days, I'm definitely going to stay at the 7th Ranch. I, felt it was fairly economical, at least when I went through there. And it was full service, Wi-Fi, didn't have any problems in the world. Well, I hope this has been informative, and I sure hope to see you next time.
If you liked the video, make sure you give it a thumbs up.
Turn on your post notifications.
Put the comments down below.
Subscribe to make me happy.